I'm Ashley.
And I'm Jackie. Welcome back to Dumb Witch Club.
Dumb Witch Spooky Club.
Yes! Halloween edition.
Aww.
Extra special.
Our favorite.
I know. I feel like, there's not just one Halloween edition.
No.
But this is one of them. And look at, how thematic we are.
We're so cute. Oh my gosh, we're so cute. Your t-shirt is so cute.
It says Trick or Treat Expert on her sweater. Because she is.
It's so cute.
It's also Troops Beverly Hills.
Troops Beverly Hills. We have to do a Troops Beverly Hills episode.
Oh, and we also have to do that for Halloween costumes one year.
Oh my god, how have we not thought of this?
I don't know. And we need to perform the song and everything. Anyways, okay. Hello, genius.
Spooky time.
It's so good.
It's
so
that's
good.
so cute.
I love it. Anyways, okay.
Anyways.
Let's get started on this episode.
Yes.
Let's do a card pull first.
Yes. Let's do a card pull.
I'm actually so excited for so many reasons.
Oh my gosh, I'm excited too. These episodes are always so fun, and there's definitely magic in the air. There's weird stuff in the air too. We were talking about that, but there's magic in the air as well.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like there's weird stuff in the air at the moment.
No. It feels good now.
But there has been.
There has been. It felt weird before.
Absolutely.
I was gonna throw up.
But you didn't.
No, I didn't throw up, but
okay.
I was like, I think I might throw up.
Ugh.
I know. It was very weird. And it was not like, oh, because you ate something, or oh, because I...
No. It was like you felt a feeling.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Yuck.
Yeah, it's past. Thank
Good.
God.
All right.
Ready?
Spooky season. Samhain card deck. Okay.
Oh, yeah, we didn't mention that.
Oh,
part,
yes.
but
It's our Seasons of the Witch.
Samhain Oracle.
Yeah, of course. Crystals and herbs.
Oh, how sweet and cute.
Oh, so cute. Oh, what medicine, what sacredness to behold. A dash of healing straight from mother's home. Oh, that's sweet.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's so sweet.
I feel like that's kind of very for you right now.
Yeah, that's kind of true. I feel like that too. Yeah.
Aw.
I also because we were saying there was weird energy, and so it's now, okay, no.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're, dumb witches, so we need to be reminded that there's, things you can do when the energy is weird.
When stuff's weird.
Not we didn't already do this 2 years ago when stuff was, literally weird, and I had a stigmata wound, and we were just,
Yeah, and for, at least a week, we were just wow, that's weird.
Strange. Wish that, somebody could do something,
what can you do?
What are you gonna do? Your witches? Oh, yeah.
Oh, maybe we can do something about it.
Maybe we could, do a spell. Oh, yeah, you
maybe
dummies.
we should.
Oh, my God, so stupid.
I know. But, no, crystals and herbs. I think this is very sweet. It's very nurturing, and I like it.
What we need
Yes,
right now.
for sure. So,
Thank you.
and normally I put the card out here, but I kind of just want to,
know.
I'm just going to put it here.
It's fine. They know what it is.
Yes, exactly. Okay.
Okay.
So, we're going to say what this episode is.
Okay.
And then I'm going to say something very special.
Oh my God, okay. I have no idea what this is, by the way. This is totally a surprise. So,
Okay.
Authentic reaction.
So, this episode is about
Cryptids.
Okay.
I know.
Love this concept.
I know. It's crazy.
So, we come up with our show ideas at least a month or sometimes more than a month in advance, or sometimes we come up with something and something else happens and it gets pushed.
Yeah.
So this idea has been on the docket for a little while.
Yeah.
And right after we thought of this idea, I'm online scrolling / shopping as one does.
Yes.
And I come across this item, and I'm now giving it to you.
Oh my goodness.
And I want you to open it and then say what it is.
Oh my gosh, okay. Oh, I'm kind of freaking out. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, why is this so perfect? Okay, it is a best friend's necklace, the heart in 2 pieces, and it is the Sasquatch. Oh my God, this is so perfect. And one side is black with the gold, and then the other side is gold with the black.
Yes. So it's like the broken heart best friends necklaces.
Yep.
And there's a silhouette of a Sasquatch on each side.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed with it.
So this is from a company called Little Rooms that has a lot of really cute, funny, funky, like, jewelry and stuff. And
totally.
I swear, I mean, I've looked at their stuff before, but, like, not really frequently. And I don't know, I just happened to see it, and I was like, immediate purchase.
That is amazing. That is amazing.
You can, you know, I think it's obvious, but you can pick which side you want, and we'll have them forever now.
Obviously, that's going to be my side.
Well, yes,
with
of
a little
course.
you, and then you have you with a little me.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
Yay, amazing.
Obsessed. I've never seen anything like that before in my life.
No, I can't believe that they make something like that. First of all, why? Why did they make that?
I don't know.
Who wants that? I mean,
I don't know.
It.
I mean, we do at this point, but like, yeah, who would want that?
Who's buying that?
People are obsessed, I guess.
People are obsessed with this concept.
People really are, and I really hope that okay, look, it's Dumb Witch Club. This is very unusual content for us, and whatever. Obviously, we're not a cryptid show. We're not cryptozoologists, whatever. But, so I hope that we're bringing a level of respect to it, and I hope that it's something. But please don't look at this as like a primer on how to understand cryptids, because this is not that, and it is very unhinged.
No, yes, it is unhinged. And no, we are not experts on this. In fact, you know, we'll get into like maybe more of our opinions on this stuff. It's just a funny, funky topic.
Yeah,
and I kind of do see it coming up a little bit more often.
Yeah, I do too. And like, we decided on it.
Also, yeah, go ahead.
And we've been having a lot of conversation. I think that's why we decided on it, because we've been having so many conversations about different stuff around cryptids for like months now. And I think a lot of it is because I routinely rewatch Unsolved Mysteries.
I think that has something to do with it.
Yeah.
And so for me, the term cryptid, I feel like I hadn't heard it like until more recently. And I know it's been in use technically for a long time, but I'd heard of these creatures, but I had never heard like the group of them to be given a name.
No, I feel like that is newer.
Yeah.
I really want to venture to say that has to be within the last decade. I don't think it's older than that.
But I will say cryptozoology came about in the 1950s. And that term started to be used. So I feel like maybe the term is just growing in popularity like as a term.
Yeah, that could,
you know,
yeah.
I don't know. But okay. Maybe we should like just make some definitions before we get any further.
Definitely.
So, what is a cryptid?
So a cryptid is, from what I learned, it's it can be humanoid, but it's like an animal that has not been disproven by science to exist, but it has also not been proven to exist.
Yeah, and it's funny the way that you phrased that, because to me, it's more just it hasn't been proven. It's claimed to exist.
Right.
Like people claim to have seen it.
Yes.
But it definitely hasn't been proven. And I read things like, I was doing like a deep dive on this research. Shallow dive, but whatever. And it was like, not subject to the scientific method of provability. Like, I'm just like, okay, like...
okay, like that, okay. Like, what a flex. Then you're not going to know. So it's almost like they don't want to know, which, okay.
But it's so, you can't maybe prove or disprove it, but you definitely can't prove it.
No, you can't prove it. Yeah, I think the reason, okay, so whatever I came across must have said that the way that I phrased it, because I think the people that are like enthusiasts are like, well, it hasn't been proven that it's not, because there are, okay, so one of the things I was looking at, there's these different categories, and I really did not internalize most of this, so whatever, but there were. And like one of the categories was like a debunked like situation, which like they had a like category or name for it under cryptid, but I think that's why they're saying like Because if that happens, then it's like not really considered a cryptid anymore. It has to be something they haven't debunked.
Well, because there's some things that used to be considered cryptids, but they have found do exist.
Yes, they found their actual creature, actual animals.
Right, and those would just be like giant squid.
Yeah, that's
for example.
Usually a thing.
Or like there was some type of, I don't remember what it was called. It started with an O, and I didn't write it down. But it's like it's almost like a giraffe.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, but it was like this like rumored animal that people had like claimed to see, but then science hadn't found it. Like I don't know, but then they did, and they're like, no, this does exist, so it's not a cryptid. It's a real animal,
right? Which
what's it called?
What's it called?
Thylacine. Oh, okay. Well, maybe it's a different one. I don't know. Anyways, thank you.
There's so many.
There's actually a lot. Okay, but what we're more interested, at least what I'm more interested in, is the ones that are true cryptids.
Yes,
These animal / potentially humanoid beings.
Yes.
That are claimed to exist, but not proven to exist.
Right.
And there is a whole... again, pseudo-scientific community.
Oh, yeah.
And people who claim to be experts in this.
Oh, yeah.
The cryptozoologist arena, which we are not that. Yeah. And that term, like I said, started in the 1950s. And it really started with these two, from what I read, who actually were biologists or something at the time, but then started getting into all of this stuff and, met with a lot of skepticism and like thrown out of the scientific community, all this kind of stuff. So it's been a while. So what are some of them?
So what are some of them? Yeah, so I found...
Who are they?
Who are they and where can we find them?
And where are they?
We don't know. We don't know where you can find them because that's like the whole point.
No, but there are some from certain places.
Yeah, there are some and they're like storied in that place and it's like very...
Yes.
I found a cryptid wiki page.
Yes.
Which was just crazy. Amazing. Like there was so much on there that I was like, what is happening? Like it's alphabetical. There's just like it was so much that it was overwhelming. And I'm like, I decided to focus on like the ones that I've heard of and then like that I'm like fascinated with. But when I was looking at the wiki, I thought it was funny to mention. And I was sort of scrolling. I was scrolling in the bees, and there was two right next to each other. One was the Bermuda Blob, and the other was Bermuda Bob.
No, these are not. These are not. What was the difference between Blob and Bob?
One was a blob, and one's a guy.
Oh, no. Bermuda Bob sounds like a maker of like a shirt, like a tropical shirt. It
really does. It sounds like a rum. I know.
It sounds like a rum. I'm going to marry Bermuda Bob. I love him.
It was crazy, and I clicked on it. I clicked on both of them. The blob was just a blob. Whatever.
That's fine.
It's just a blob.
Does it live in the water?
Yeah, it lives in the water. They
How
both
can
do.
You see a blob in the water?
It was huge. It was huge. And they were like
big.
I don't like big, like a big thing. And they were like digging it up and they were like
digging it up.
Yeah, like out of the water and they're like, this is that, and it changed shape. What? Yeah, it's a whole thing. But
there's footage?
There's pictures. But then somebody was arguing on there. Like, there's a picture, and then someone was like, that's the same picture that you used for the Chilean slime man. And then they're like, yeah, because it's not real. And then they're like, don't listen to that guy above. He's a psychopath. And I was like, oh.
People are throwing words.
Yeah, if you go on, like, the Reddit threads, it's a whole thing.
Good God.
Oh, they're angry at each other, and yeah.
Well, I really favor the cryptids that have photo evidence.
Oh, I love it. I live for it. Or video.
I love it. Video's so better. More rare.
Yeah, it's
even
more rare.
In this day and age. So I think the oldest example of this is the Loch Ness Monster.
Yes, I love the Loch Ness Monster. I really love her.
And I'm like 99% sure that the original photo that we've all seen from the 1930s, the original photo of Nessie, right?
Yeah.
Has been proven to be a hoax.
Yes.
And yet there has been, I read about research after research after research project where people, scientists, going out there, testing the DNA on the floor of the lake and all kinds of stuff.
That's wild.
To continue to try to prove that Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster, is real.
Yeah. They're obsessed.
And they've never proven it yet.
No, they've never proven it. There's been other of those lake monsters. I saw one of them on Unsolved... Most of my information comes from Unsolved Mysteries.
Well, that...
Because that's just where I
valid.
encountered it. So whatever. But yeah, there's one in like New York. It's like... Or New Jersey. It's Lake Champlain lake monster.
Yes.
That picture footage they have proven is real. They just don't know what it is.
Well, see, and that's the thing with this category, is it varies so widely. Because then there's other cryptids that there's no technological, like photographic, whatever
nothing.
evidence. It's just people have been reporting this. And sometimes people seem to like report something like a lot in a time period.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's like over a really long time period, multiple reports of seeing someone or something.
It's just fascinating because, like, that's one of the conversations we were having before, which is why I think we thought of doing this, because I was watching something, and I don't think it was Unsolved Mysteries, I think it was something else. And I told you, like, these people were convinced that this thing that they saw, and they all described it the exact same way.
But it was the Mothman, remember?
Was it the Mothman?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Because I have Mothman.
Oh, yeah, Mothman is in here. Okay, Mothman is one that I have been seeing a lot of.
I have too.
I was in the store the other day, and we saw, like, these little, whatever, like, brand, I don't know, these little, like, stuffed animal, little, like, creature thingies, you know? But there was, like, an avocado and, different things.
Yeah.
But there was a Mothman.
Yeah, the people are obsessed with
And I
the
almost
Mothman.
bought it for you, except I already bought you a necklace that was cuter.
It's cuter. Yeah, because I kept bringing up the Mothman. You're like, why are you obsessed with him?
Yes.
And I'm like, I know, I am. I feel like I really am. Because it kept coming up. Like, it just kept coming up. And I saw the show where they were talking about, you're right, it was the Mothman.
Yeah.
And these people, I swear, they were so convinced. And I was thinking, like, how can I argue with the fact that I feel bad almost, because I'm like, what if you saw something that you couldn't explain, and then other people were like, yeah, I saw it too, and then you corroborated that, and then everyone else was like, you're insane. Like, well, why? You don't know that.
I know. It's really sad. It's really sad.
It is sad. Imagine living that existence. And, like, most of the time these people are from, like, small towns. They become the pariah of the town.
Well, yeah, no, and we did talk about this on, I think it was the Unsolved Mysteries. But, no, I think you're right. And
I think we did.
The Mothman, at least
Mothman.
to my understanding, doesn't seem to have a specific location.
I don't think so. I think they say where he was, like, first spotted, but I think he goes everywhere.
See, and that's unique in the world of cryptids.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them seem to be assigned to a specific location.
They're employed.
And they are the regional cryptid.
Yes, they're the regional cryptid. People are so proud of it.
Yes. I was reading it, and I'm sure you were too. Like, and I did not write down all of these, of course, but like, they have the most specific names. Like, obviously, Loch Ness Monster, like, it's in that
Loch
lake,
Ness,
you know? And like you were saying, there's other ones, like in New York and Michigan, and like in Arizona, this like one specific mountain range has a specific creature that is there, and it's just the whatever.
Yeah,
know?
like the Jersey Devil.
The Jersey Devil is an example of this as well. Like, it's just there in that location.
Yeah.
And even Bigfoot is kind of, specifically like that name came in California, and it's kind of thought to be like in the Pacific Northwest, which is a big area. But,
it is.
But
people are like obsessed. In Idlewild, they're obsessed with Bigfoot. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, anywhere that's mountainy, I guess they kind of are.
Yeah, it's like on every shirt and pot holder to be found.
He kind of gets around too.
He gets around for sure. And there is like photos and videos of And I think some of it they haven't said that is a hoax. I mean, some of it's a hoax, but I think some of it they haven't said that it's necessarily a hoax.
Yeah, no, there was a very famous video from the 1960s or something of Bigfoot, which I think is like one of these also really common, like it's in the culture. Like everyone has seen this video. It's like this grainy kind of, and he's doing this thing. He's like, and you see people like try to reenact it and say there's no way that it was a guy in a costume because it would be this and the movement here, and they're doing the physics of the movement to say, oh my God.
I mean, can you really? I don't know.
I don't know. And so Bigfoot is also called the Sasquatch, obviously.
Yeah.
But the Yeti is something else.
Oh, the Yeti scares the crap out of me. I don't know why the Yeti scares me so bad. Maybe the teeth. It always has teeth.
It does always have teeth.
Yeah, like, you know. Maybe because of the Matterhorn.
That's true. So Yeti's also called the Abominable Snowman.
Yeah, I don't like that word.
I know.
Abominable?
Awful.
It's gross. There's been, like, friendly interpretation, like, on the Rudolph.
I know, but I hate that.
I hate that. I don't like him, and I don't know. I don't like the Yeti. It scares me.
No, and I also don't like it because it's like, it's already cold wherever you are, Yeti. It's cold. I don't need you scaring me.
I know when it's so white, it's like, you know how it's so scary. Like, okay, the dark is scary, and seeing something in the dark, they all have red eyes too, by the way. Like, everything is described with glowing red eyes. All of them. It's just like a thing.
I know.
That's bad enough, but it's like, you're kind of used to that. It's like, okay, in the dark, the red eyes. But like, something about that whiteout where you can't see and you're blinded, and then there's this free white thing. No,
it seems really unfair.
I hate it.
I hate it too.
It's probably a polar bear, but I hate it.
Well, I know. Even if it is a polar bear, I'm like, leave me alone. Like,
please don't.
Come
No,
over here.
That'll rip your face off. Like, you don't want that.
No,
I'd rather see a Yeti. I don't know. Who knows?
I don't know. I mean,
anyway.
Okay. All right. So another one that I read about, and the only reason I bring it up is because there is more recent photo footage of this one.
Oh, Jesus. What is it?
Well, it's in Florida.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
It's called a skunk ape.
I knew it! I knew you were going to say that.
First of all, that is not a name
for
something.
But it's from Florida.
It's the name of two things that do exist.
That do, but not together.
And it doesn't look like a skunk ape.
It doesn't look like...
It's called that because apparently it smells bad.
Yeah, like it smells, but then they don't ever... Like, I saw this on Unsolved Mysteries too. They don't ever say that it smells like a skunk. They're
exactly!
And they don't say that. And it doesn't... I thought it had like a stripe on its back.
Me too!
That's what I was prepared for. No. It just stinks, but they never said that it smells like a skunk. They're like, it smells like dirty, rotting something.
like swamp.
Yes, like swamp. Well,
right?
It's in Florida. It's like the Everglades.
Yes, correct. But there is like pretty decent, if I would say, decent photo evidence of that.
Mm-hmm, there is. And a lot of people saying that they've seen it and encountered it.
And that one gets around too, though, a little bit.
Yeah, it's like... I think whatever I saw on it was the Florida Everglades, but I feel like it was like West Virginia, Mississippi.
Yeah, I think a lot of people claim some type of creature like this.
Yeah.
But maybe it's not the actual swamp ape. I'm not sure.
I mean, the people, they're going to, if you go on that Reddit, if you go on a Reddit, just be prepared. People will argue to the death about this thing. I'm sure there are many threads about this skunk ape thing.
And then there's a lot of cryptids also that have a similar, like, this, like, winged...
Yes, winged.
...creature.
I love that you said winged.
Yes,
That's
had
so
to.
Good.
And they're, like a chupacabra.
Oh, chupacabra's scary, dude.
Yes, like swooping down and like killing like all the goats and the children sometimes.
Ew.
But then there's other versions. The Jersey Devil is kind of that
Jersey
type
Devil
of
is
thing
kind of that
as
thing.
well. But there's a lot of them that like fly.
Ooh, that's
and like have the glowing eyes, like you said.
Ugh.
But I think the Mothman is different than that.
The Mothman looks like a human, from what I see, like understand, has like a human body, but then it has like talons like a bird.
But then it has like
wings and a moth head.
Like head,
right? Yeah, like a moth head. Ew, that is so nasty.
Ew, it's probably
I saw
fuzzy.
that,
and it's giving me like a dry mouth right now. Like,
disgusting.
I can't stand it.
And what does it do to you? I don't remember.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't think it
Moths don't do anything to you.
Yeah, I don't think it really does anything.
Stick to your lamp.
It just, because every time everyone's ever talked about it, it's like they just saw it and then it like zipped away.
Yeah.
Right?
So maybe he's fine.
Okay, so I have one to talk about.
Okay.
And this is actually something that my mother like mentioned. Okay,
good.
Because so there's cryptids everywhere,
of course,
all over the world.
Yes.
And Ireland has some of the like freakiest ones. Okay, so my mom told me about this one. I've known about this one since I was a kid, but I needed like more details because I like forgot about it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cryptids in the UK, especially Ireland, and this was like one I remembered being really scary. So it's called the Slua. And it's like, it's a race of cryptid. It's not even like one thing.
Oh.
Yeah. This, like, America thinks that they have nothing on the Irish culture when it comes to this shit. It's scary as hell. It's a race. And what my mom said is it's like, they think of it as like, the fae creatures that are like bad, like fallen. Oh. Like, fallen and also undead.
Okay, so that is a bad combination.
Extremely bad. And they are like freaky looking and they are winged.
Are they big?
They're big and they shapeshift. Okay, so
oh god. Okay.
Yeah, so they're big like a Mothman type of thing, but I don't know if they have a human body. I don't think they have a human body. I think it's more like a big talony kind of like bird. It might have like a more of a human face. But they shapeshift into the size of a crow and they fly around like packs.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
And they
No, thank you.
And the reason like that I just thought of this when we were talking about it is because the cryptids in Ireland like function as things. Like they're not just like, oh, they're there and then they're gone. What the Slua do is they descend upon someone and they steal their soul. Because they're like, they can't go to like the good afterlife or the bad afterlife. They're in the middle. And so if they catch you unsuspecting, and my mom said there's like a thing about if you have just fallen in love or gotten married or something, if you have like a happy something or whatever, they like will find you and they're like attracted to it.
Because they want to steal it from you.
They want to steal it from you and add to like their ranks, and then like you become this like undead fae and you will be flying around. So she said like, they're particularly scared of them when there's a wake happening in the home or someone has just passed away or like someone is like sick or something, or like if there's like a celebration, and they will traditionally close the west facing windows. So any west facing thing you block that. And iron works on them too because it's like a race of fae. So iron like works too or whatever, but that it's like one of the most terrifying things.
See, no, we'll keep going.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Okay.
Like,
yes, that is like super scary and terrifying.
Right?
And it also, though, just reminds me of like how cool these like legends are.
Yes.
Because that is like so cool.
I know.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like super scary. And I'm like, ew, I hate that. But then I'm like, that's so cool. And I'm sorry, that is cooler than a skunk ape.
It is cooler than a skunk ape. There's so many Irish ones. If you look up the Irish ones,
everything is cooler than a skunk
you'll
ape.
be like, what the hell? Like and some of them are like, ooh, yeah, like real. Like this one's real terrifying because they're gonna like harm you. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, and especially if they take your soul, like you might not even know.
Yeah, you might not even know. You're just like caught unaware. There's like quite a few. It gets confusing because like with the Bermuda Bob or whatever, like. That
Love.
I was like, but is this a cryptid though? Because it's like it's the way they described it almost sounds like it's just a ghost, like it's just a human that appeared because there was nothing animal about it. So I'm like, I don't really think that's a cryptid though.
No, from what I understood, it was like an animal creature
that
could have somewhat human like qualities. But it was like it's not just a ghost.
No, because then everything would be added. Like the Banshee would be added. La Llorona would be added. And that's not a cryptid. La Llorona is not a cryptid. That's a legend, like a ghost.
Yes. I think that's right.
Okay. I think so too. Maybe this cryptid wiki is not totally accurate.
Well, sometimes they just like, they're just like trying to cast a wide net, you know?
Yeah, I suppose. I feel like it was mostly American ones too. I didn't really feel like they had ones from other cultures. I bet you, I mean, I'm only really familiar with the Irish ones, but I bet you some of them from other countries are like, oh my God.
Yes, no, and I did not go into enough of my own research, like, but there's like a podcast that I listen to where every podcast he talks about like a creature, and they're from all kinds of cultures, and like the like Japanese, Chinese, Korean, whatever, like, you know, American, Europe, anywhere. So there's hundreds and hundreds of these around the world, and he'll like name what they are, and I can't. Sometimes it'll be like, it's like, you know, like a rat that's supposed to come at night, and like if you're bad when you're a kid, it's going to do something to you, and it's got like a certain name. But then some of these also like cryptid type of creatures where they're like have that head of a lion and the body of an eagle, and they do this and this. Yeah, so they're all over the world for sure.
Yeah.
And some of them I think have like a storied kind of legendary history.
Yes.
And then some of them are like somebody in Florida like saw something in their swamp.
Yeah, it is a big difference because even like, I don't know, and please don't kill me if I'm wrong about this because I don't know, but I feel like Krampus is kind of cryptid-ish because that's not a human.
No, but I don't think it... I didn't see it on any list, honestly.
But it reminds me of some of the Irish ones, like the way they describe them. You know what I mean? That are like a legend, and it like visits you if blah, blah.
I think we need to talk about Krampus when it's closer to the season.
Yeah, we do. So we'll figure it out by then. But the point is, like, that's a thing with a lot of imagery and like an association to like a culture. There's like a depth to that. And then there's skunk ape.
Exactly.
It's like, I mean, I don't know. It feels...
Apples and oranges.
There should be categories.
I think. Yeah, seriously.
I don't know.
I think this is all fun and cool.
Yeah.
And, like, exciting. And I also just want to say, there's, you know, all these ones that we've been talking about.
Yeah.
But even things like a unicorn is a cryptid.
Oh, I love that.
Right?
Would a mermaid be?
See, I don't know. That's a good question.
Because, yes, it's human, but it's a fish.
Yeah. Or like a selkie.
Selkie would be a cryptid, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
The water ones freak me the hell out. I don't even want to know
like
about
a kraken is a cryptid.
Yeah, that's
right?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I will just punctuate this by saying the land ones, I scoff at them, but those water ones,
look, and I think what I'm going to say is literally the basis of the entire like cryptid phenomenon is there's really no way to prove they don't exist. There's so much of the ocean that we haven't seen or explored, and land for that matter, in certain places.
Yeah.
So I think that's what this is all based on. It's just kind of like the fascination with the unknown.
Yeah.
And sort of the counter, like, fascination with, like, needing to prove that something's real and not being able to just believe in something.
Yeah,
you know?
that's very true.
So it's kind of this interesting kind of interplay.
Mm-hmm. It is interesting.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder, like, people that get fascinated with this, like, what else they're interested in or not, or, like, how this kind of works for them.
I doubt they could be interested in anything else if this is what they're interested in.
It takes a lot of
devote
dedication.
their entire... There's people who go on trips, who go walk through the forest, who are looking for these things, who have measurement things, all kinds of stuff. It gets, like, really serious.
It's very serious. I'm like...
I know.
Okay, hopefully you don't get caught by a slua, and then you're done.
Maybe our necklaces will protect us.
Yeah, hopefully. Or you can use them as like a totem.
Yes.
Sasquatch.
If you see the Sasquatch, just show him
like,
your necklace.
Friends.
He's like, cool.
He's like, very cool.
I love his voice.
I love it too.
Amazing.
He's like, big fan of the show.
Yeah. We can give him a Dumb Wish Club sticker. Like, here you go. We love you too.
So great. That is so great.
Oh, okay. I think this is enough for one night. So,
probably, yeah.
Until next time.
Stay witchy, friends.
And stay dumb.